Okay, ready to dive into some serious brain power today. We're talking artificial general intelligence, AGI, and you've sent over this Wikipedia article like, whoa, lots to unpack here. But don't worry, we'll break it down so you walk away feeling like, yeah, I get AGI now.
It's definitely a hot topic right now and moving so fast, even in just the last few years. I mean, it's not just sci-fi anymore, right?
Exactly. So let's start simple. What is AGI? I talk to Siri, my email filters spam. Is that getting close?
Good question. Those are what we call narrow AI. Super good at one specific thing, but that's it. AGI, though, it's like human-level intelligence able to do tons of different things.
Okay, so like Siri can set an alarm, but AGI could write a novel and solve a physics problem. Versatility is key.
Exactly. It's about learning and adapting across different fields, not just one. Which brings us to those large language models we're all hearing about. ChatGPT, for example, AGI, or just really, really good mimicry.
Yeah, that's a tricky one. I mean, they write poems, answer questions, even code. Seems smart, but is it actually understanding?
That's the debate, right? Even experts are divided. They're doing things we haven't seen before. But are they truly understanding or just masters of pattern recognition? Like mimicking without the deep thought behind it?
So how do we even measure something as complex as AGI? Is that classic Turing test, fooling a human, still the gold standard?
The Turing test was revolutionary, for sure. But it's getting kind of outdated, focusing on imitation, not real understanding. It's like judging a chef by how pretty the food looks, not if it actually tastes good.
Right, presentation versus substance. So are there other tests being developed?
Absolutely. New tests are popping up that look at problem solving, creativity, even social intelligence. Imagine an AI acing your college exams or assembling IKEA furniture without a meltdown.
Now that's an intelligence I'd like to have. Okay, now let's get a little sci-fi here. Whole brain emulation. I mean, that's some next level stuff.
It's wild, right? The idea is to digitally map the entire human brain, like every neuron, every connection, basically making a digital twin. Some believe it's the most direct route to AGI, since we're copying the source of human intelligence.
But hold on, how is that even possible? Billions of neurons, trillions of connections. Can our tech handle that?
It's a massive undertaking, no doubt. But we're making progress. We've got projects like the Open Worm Initiative, simulating a worm's nervous system. It's a start, learning how to model complex neural networks.
Starting small and working our way up. But even if we could create a digital brain, does that automatically mean we've got consciousness?
Now you're getting into some deep philosophical territory. Is consciousness purely physical, or is there more to it? Can a machine truly think, or just simulate thinking? That's been a head-scratcher for centuries, and with AGI getting closer, it's even more important to figure out.
We've covered a lot here, defining AGI, different ways to measure it, even touched on some mind-bending philosophical stuff. I'm already feeling smarter.
We've set the stage, but now it's time to talk about the real-world impact of AGI. The benefits, the risks, the ethical questions. What does it all mean for us? And that's what we'll dive into next time. So AGI, it's not just about like super-powered calculators. It's about those broad capabilities of the human mind. But why should anyone care, right? What does it mean for us out here in the real world?
Yeah, good point. I mean, we see the movies, AI saves the world, AI destroys the world, but where's the truth in all this?
Right. Hollywood loves the extremes. But the potential benefits are huge. Imagine AI doctors making diagnoses with, like, perfect accuracy, energy production that's totally sustainable, education that's customized for each kid.
Sounds pretty utopian, doesn't it? Ending poverty, reversing climate change. But come on, are we talking decades away? Centuries even.
The timeline's the big debate. Some say decades. Others, people like Jeffrey Hinton, they think big breakthroughs are closer than we realize.
Yeah.
And that brings us to the risks.
Because even if AGI is used for good, things could go wrong. I'm thinking job losses, economic inequality, just the sheer power of it in the wrong hands. Scary stuff.
Absolutely valid concerns. Look at job displacement, for example. If AI can drive trucks, analyze legal documents, all those human jobs, what happens then? Mass unemployment or new jobs we haven't even thought of yet?
It's like the Industrial Revolution on hyperdrive, right? Disruption happens, some win, some lose. But this feels way bigger.
It is, and there's more. What about bias built into these systems? If they learn from biased data, they could make things worse, not better, right?
So building smart AI isn't enough. We need fair AI, ethical AI. How do we make sure it reflects human values, not our worst tendencies?
That's the challenge. We need computer science and ethics, sociology, policy experts. It's a team effort, for sure.
So it's not just a tech problem, it's a societal one. We got to figure out not just how to build it, but how to make it work with us, not against us.
Exactly. And that leads to another fascinating thing. This whole conversation makes us think about what intelligence is.
Oh, you mean going back to those philosophical questions, like, can a machine really think, or is it just acting like it?
Right. If we create machines smarter than us, does that change what it means to be human? Does it blur the line between human and machine? It gets pretty deep.
It's like, whoa, are we about to redefine our place in the universe? If we're not the smartest kids on the block anymore, what does that do to our sense of self, to our purpose?
Big questions, and
Yeah.
we don't have all the answers yet. But AGI is forcing us to ask them, to really confront these ideas in a new way.
It's like AGI is a mirror, making us look at ourselves, not just our tech, but our values, our ethics. It's heavy stuff.
It is. And to understand how this is playing out in the real world, we need to look at what's happening right now in 2024, the developments, the concerns, the key players.
All right, let's shift focus to the here and now then. All right, so we've talked about all the possibilities, the good, the bad, the mind-blowing. But let's get down to brass tacks here. What's happening in 2024, like right now, that's pushing AGI forward? What should we be watching closely?
Well, that Wikipedia article you sent, it highlights some pretty big developments. I mean, even the skeptics are raising eyebrows at what's being done. We're seeing systems doing things we thought were like years away, if not decades.
Okay, give me the juicy stuff. What's got everyone so excited? Or maybe a little scared?
Well, one big one is GPT-4.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the latest version of OpenAI's language model. It's not just writing like a human, it's solving problems, doing it in ways that are, well, sometimes better than humans can. Microsoft research even said GPT-4 is showing, quote, sparks of AGI.
Sparks of AGI. That's pretty strong language coming from Microsoft. What did they see that made them say that?
They tested GPT-4 on all sorts of things. Coding, math problems, even tasks that need common sense. And it wasn't just repeating stuff it had learned, it was actually figuring things out, coming up with solutions that surprised even the researchers.
So it's not just a fancy autocomplete anymore. It's showing signs of, like, real thinking, adaptability. That is a big jump.
It is. And it's not just GPT-4. DeepMind, they've got Gato, this generalist agent that can do over 600 different things. Play games, control robots, you name it.
600 things. That's like the ultimate multitasker. So we really are moving beyond those narrow AIs towards something way more flexible.
Exactly. And it's all happening so fast. But here's the thing. This rapid progress is making even some of the top AI folks call for caution, responsible development.
Wait, so the people building these powerful systems are also saying, whoa, hold on a sec.
Yeah, it's a crucial point. Look at Jeffrey Hinton. He's a legend in AI, the godfather of deep learning.
Yeah.
He left Google so he could speak out about the risks of AGI, no holds barred.
So it's not just some conspiracy theorists in their basement. This is coming from the pioneers, the ones who know best. That's got to make you think.
It should. And in 2023, a bunch of big names in AI, CEOs from Google, DeepMind, OpenAI, Anthropic, they all signed the statement saying we got to treat AI risks seriously, like on the level of pandemics and nuclear war.
Wow, putting it right up there with the big threats makes you realize this isn't just some theoretical debate anymore. So what can we do? How do we make sure AGI is used for good, not for, well, disaster?
That's the million-dollar question, and it's going to take all of us. Researchers, policymakers, ethicists, everyone needs to be talking, working together. We need ethical frameworks, safety mechanisms, the whole 9 yards.
So it's not just about the tech, it's about how we use it, the rules we set up, the values we hold on to. We're shaping the future here.
Exactly. Our deep dive today, it's given you a taste of what AGI is all about. The potential, the challenges, what it means for all of us. But this is just the start, right? Now it's up to you to keep learning, keep asking questions, be part of this conversation.
You've definitely given us plenty to think about. AGI is here, it's real, and what we do next matters, big time. So, to everyone listening, keep those brains buzzing, and thanks for joining us on this deep dive.